it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay. We from.
What's going down, gamblers around the world? It's the coach here, back again representing Brothas N Bets, and I'm with my partner in crime, Mr. Marley Bets. Posted up. It's Black History Month, the first of the month. Rich due, motherfuckers, and it's time to get this money.
Say rent due.
Rent due. So we got it's time to it's time to get paid, man. What's going down with you, man? What's going down?
Man, same old shit. Just chilling, kicking it with my kinfolk right now. Going over these lines, trying to get this bread. Got an early start on the game today, man. Got a 1 o'clock game today. About 20 minutes till tip off.
Yes, sir.
So
we gotta jump right into that. But you know what I'm saying? While all of that is going on, you know what time it is. Let's recap last week and that's why I got the money on today. I got the money on. I'm ready to pop the bottle because we had a good week. We had a good week. Oh, you on the double say too? Hey, we had a good week last week, so you got to pull up for that. But
yes, sir.
Yesterday, I ain't gonna lie, you know how it is. We've been in the chat for a while now. I had one of my moments where every other month I just go in on live betting, put in $250, came out $2,500. So I'm feeling good, dog. $2,000 swing yesterday off of live betting. Shout out to Villanova women's basketball team. Shout out to UConn's women's basketball team. And shout out to everybody. Shout out to UBA. Shout out to y'all boys, man. Y'all really helped your brother out because rent is fucking due for everybody, man.
Yes, sir. So let's recap over the week, like you said. We both had a great week. We both was in plus territory. You ended the week 12-7-1, but you caught fire at the end of the week. On the 9-2 and one run in the last 3 days, killing. And I ended 10-7-1, one game under you. 11-7-1, one game under you. I started the week out hot, 4-2 on Monday. Then Wednesday went 4-0. In between 2 and 3, already in between. So you know what I'm saying? We had a profitable week overall and shit. That's all that really matters around here, as long as we getting this money. So today, we got 3 games on the slate.
We about to cover 3 games, but we got 4. So you got 3 games, I got 3 games, but we're gonna cover 4 today for the people, man. Yeah. And for the people who are new, who don't know what it is, hey man, be sure to like, subscribe, follow. But if you got any plays, just wait to the end. We have a session where we call open mic. Throw your comments in. Hey man, what y'all think about these bets, this game? We'll say that towards the end. It's the open mic special. We'll allow you guys to come in. Sometimes as we get further down the line, we'll invite you to come on here and ask your question in person on your Zoom. But go ahead, T. My fault, big dog.
No, you good, man. Go ahead. Let's lead the way. Go ahead. You got us. We good to go? We can get started.
Almost. Let me get the IG and then let me get the Twitter. Let the folks know we here. And we can get it.
Check me out later. We're gonna do an NBA video later. Right now, we breaking down the college. So in a couple hours, after we break down college, we're gonna do an NBA video. Like you said, we got close games on the slate today. I know we're doing Georgia Tech at Louisville. We go cover Illinois State at Drake. We go cover Texas Tech at OU. And the coach got the final game that we're gonna cover. So that's 4 games. Kind of a small slate today.
So Central Florida. Versus Memphis.
Right. Memphis. That's a big spread, ain't it? I think when I remember looking at it earlier, it's like 7.
Nah, it's 9 right now.
9. That's not scary. I like Memphis. I like Memphis, but I don't like Memphis -9. But UCF ain't good. I don't know a lot about UCF other than they not good.
Well, let's go jump right into it, man. We got this game that's starting in 18 minutes. Let's go over Georgia Tech taking on the Louisville Cardinals. That line opened up, and I ain't gonna lie. When I jumped on the line and made my play, I caught it at 3.5. So it opened up at 3. The total was 134.5. Right now, it's sitting at 4.5. When I got on this morning to check it out, it was at 5. The over/under as a consensus is still at 135. So it's actually gone up a point. Georgia Tech, real hot right now. 8-5 on the year, 7-6 against the spread. Louisville Cardinal, they're 10-4, 6-8. A not so impressive 10-4, man. So, they've had some real close, tough games that they just kind of edged out barely, especially in the last 5 games.
Yep.
Injury reports right now, Maxwell for the G Tech, he's out for 4 to 5 weeks. While Parham, he's probable for today's game. While Louisville, they have a couple of guys who've been out, but Nickelberry, the guard, he is out for today's game. In the last 10 games, G Tech's been on fire, man. They're 7-3. They beat Florida State, upset Florida State, a real good Florida State team. But beforehand, they dropped 2 back-to-back road games against Duke and UVA, which those are both, powerhouse teams. Even though Duke is still down right now, it's still Duke. And you have to travel into Duke and play against Coach K. Louisville, they are coming off a loss against Clemson. You kind of call it an upset because Clemson's kind of been trending down lately, 50-54, but they beat Duke 70-65 the game prior on the 23rd. Let's get to some actual factions before we jump right in right now. Some trends. G Tech 5-1 against the spread in the last 6 games, 6-2 straight up in the last 8 games. 1-9 though, straight up in the last 10 games against Louisville, but that was a whole different coaching regime and group of players at that time. G Tech 3-7 straight up in the last 10 road games. 0-5 straight up in the last 5 games when playing on the road against Louisville. 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 games this season. 5-1 against the spread in the last 6 games against an ACC opponent, and the total has gone over 8 out of the last 11 games played during Black History Month. What you got? Oh, my bad. Let me get Louisville. Louisville 2-4 against the spread in the last 6 games. The total has gone over 4 out of the last 6. They're 10-4 straight up in the last 14 games. 15-1 straight up in the last 16 games at home. 5-0 in the last 5 games when playing at home against G Tech. 2-4 against the spread in the last 6 games against an ACC opponent. The total has gone over 5 out of the last 7 games when played in February for Louisville, and they're 10-3 against the spread in the last 13 games when playing at home on a Monday night. G Tech Yellow Jackets, shout out to Joe Hamilton. Versus Louisville Cardinals. Shout out to Lamar Jackson. What you got, Marley?
Man, I really want to take – so let me be 100 with everybody. We already jumped on – you said you did earlier. I just jumped on Georgia Tech plus 5. I called it at 5. I'm really scared of it, though. Georgia Tech been balling, like you said. I was kind of disappointed. I took them in the Duke game. We lost the Duke game. I think they should have won that game. But Duke was coming off like 3 or 4 straight losses. So I knew Duke was going to play hard, and it was in Cameron. I like Georgia Tech at home. Out of the 3 of the last 5, they won 3 of the last 5. The 2 losses have been on the road. But I'm just not impressed with Louisville. That's the problem. I don't think Louisville will cover this spread. I don't know if Georgia Tech will go in there and win, but I think 5 points is just way too many points. Alvarado?
Alvarado, yeah.
Alvarado out there balling. That's 18.
Yeah, he's nice.
18 a game easy, and he's shooting over 50%. So Louisville, even their point differential is at 5. They score 69 points a game, but they give up 64. So just their average alone is 5. And like you say, I like the way Georgia Tech been balling. I'll give them the Duke game. Duke was coming off a 3 straight loss, and not too many people are finna go in Virginia and win. They only lost that game by 2. They probably could have won that game. I can't remember exactly how it ended, but I know it's tough to win. Virginia hot right now as is, and they went in there and almost upset Virginia. So I'll take that. I'll take the 5. I'm on Georgia Tech.
Louisville, man, the last couple of victories, they won 5 points. They beat Duke by 5 points. They beat Wake by 12. They beat VTech by 2
That's not
points.
good.
They beat Boston College by 12 points. You know,
Boston College.
whenever they're playing against, they beat Kentucky by 3 points. They beat Pitt by 10. You know, but when they're playing against somebody who's being competitive, and right now G Tech is trending up. They could pull off this victory, man. This isn't the same Louisville team. They do got good defensive numbers. They do play good defensive ball right now, but it's still not the same what we've seen in Louisville in the past.
No, this is not the past Louisville team. No,
yeah. I jumped on Georgia Tech plus 3.5 last night because I was just like, let me just start making my plays. But definitely official play. I'm definitely gonna back you up, and I'm gonna take G Tech plus 5.
Let me write that down.
I'm pissed at that line.
5.
Heck yeah, man. That's jeez. You know, I call that 3.5, so we'll see if they can keep it competitive. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Let me see. Write that down. G Tech. Plus 5. Tech plus 5. I know I put plus 5 down because I know you called it at 3, but it's official for the video. It's 5 because that's what I'm learning.
Yeah. Plus 5 right now. Definitely. Let's see. So let's go ahead and jump on the next game. The next game we're gonna cover. We're gonna cover Central Florida traveling to Memphis to take on the Memphis Tigers. Mr. Penny Hardaway. That line opened up in favor of Memphis minus 9.5. Right now, the total's at 130.5. You can catch it right now at -9, which my play was at that number 9. The total's 133. A little bit about Central Florida. They're 4-7 right now, 5-6 against the spread, while the Memphis Tigers are 9-6 right now, 6-9 against the spread. Right now, UCF, they have a guard out, but Johnson Jr., he's out indefinitely. And one of the forwards, he's questionable for today's game. I know I'm going to butcher this, but Famuki Dumumbai, I don't know, man. He's questionable today, while Memphis is looking pretty healthy. UCF, man, they're coming off an overtime loss against Wichita State. They are actually 3-7 in the last 10 games, and they broke the game before Wichita State. They broke a 5-game losing streak against East Carolina, 71-64. While the Memphis Tigers, they had back-to-back games going against SMU, who played pretty damn good the other day, yesterday against U of H in the first half, and then U of H just took off on their ass. Those guys, they're 6-4 in their last 10 games. But before that, they went on a 3-game win streak against Wichita State, East Carolina, and beat SMU in the first game of the series before losing to SMU again. Get to these actual factuals. Central Florida 2-5 against the spread in the last 7 games. The over has gone 4 out of the last 5 games. Central Florida, they're 1-6 straight up in the last 7 games. 6-3 against the spread in the last 9 games played against Memphis. They are 5-4 straight up in the last 19 games against Memphis. 1-7 straight up on the road in the last 8 games. 1-12 straight up in the last 13 games when playing on the road against Memphis. The total has gone over 6 out of the last 9 games this season for Central Florida. They're 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 games played in February. So all those are coming from last year. Memphis, they're 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 games. The total's gone under 6 out of the last 7 games. They're 8-4 straight up in the last 12 games. 9-1 straight up in the last 10 games at home. 12-1 straight up in the last 13 games when playing at home against Central Florida. The total has gone under 12 out of the last 15 games this season for Memphis. They're 9-3 against the spread in the last 12 games played in February, but they're 0-5 against the spread when playing on Mondays. Central Florida versus Memphis Tigers. I know this isn't one of your games that you picked, but do you have any input on this?
Yeah, I kind of keep an eye on Memphis a little bit. I have no knowledge of Central Florida. I don't know what the hell they're doing. I know Memphis is strong at home. I think I heard you say they're like 10-1 at home in their last 11 games or something like that. And I know the last like 5 or 6 games they've been covering. They bust my ass against SMU uh, on the road a couple of days ago. I think it was a push actually, -4. But yeah, I know it's Memphis or nothing. I wouldn't take Central Florida even with the 9. I don't trust Central Florida at all. Memphis being at home, they definitely can cover the 9. But yeah, this wasn't a game that was on my radar. So no official play, but I give a lean to Memphis -9.
All right. Hold on 1 second there, Cowboy. Uh, in the last couple games, the last L's, besides last this game over the weekend against Wichita State, against SMU, they lost by 8. Houston, they lost by damn near 20. Temple, they lost by 7. UCF, they lost by 7. Houston, they lost by 9. Michigan, they shit. When they played Michigan, they got drove. They lost 80-58. Did they give everything they had against that game against Wichita State? Is this a definite letdown game or coming off a game when they went to the wire against Wichita State? I think so. I definitely, at first, I was looking at making a play for the first half on this game. If I were to make a lean on the first half, Central Florida, I would take Central Florida because they play good ball in the first half. The second half is when they fall off. But I'm going to take Memphis. I think Memphis, they're trending up, and I love taking teams that are trending up versus teams that are trending down. And the last couple of victories that these guys have had, I mean, besides beating SMU by 4 points during that series, they beat East Carolina 80-53, Wichita State 72-52, lost to a good Tulsa team. They went to the wire against the University of South Florida team. So, but in the last 4 games, they've been playing great offensive ball. I'm definitely going to take my shot, roll them dice, and take Memphis -9 on that one.
All right.
Let's go, Memphis.
Let's go. Tigers. I don't fuck with it.
Let's see.
But that's the way I would go though. If any way, I'll go Memphis.
Right. Let me see something real quick. All right, well, let's get on to the next game. Let's go over the game that you need to cover right now. Let's go to Drake. And this is one of the games that I came up on too, man. Yesterday's series, Drake was down in the first half, and I just took them to win. Jumped on that money line.
They came back for you.
Yeah. So here we got right down. The line opened up last night at -18 in favor of Drake. 142 is the 142.5 was the total. Right now it's at 19.5. The over under is 142.5 right now. Get to some actual factuals and some little statistics about these boys. Redbirds at 5-11 on the year, 6-9 against the spread, while Drake 16-0. They were 13-0, undefeated against the spread, but they broke it. It got broke yesterday. Illinois State took that away. 13-1 against the spread on the year. Illinois State has a guard out strong 1 to 2 weeks. It's basically going to be the same guys, the same team that was playing yesterday. Illinois State is 2-8 in the last 10 games. While Drake, of course, they're undefeated. Get some more trends for you real quick. Illinois State 3-7 against the spread in the last 10 games. The total has gone under 4 out of the last 6. They're 1-5 against the straight up in the last 6 games. 12-6 against the spread in the last 18 games against Drake. 1-4 straight up in the last 5 games against Drake. 2-18 straight up in the last 20 games on the road. 6-3 against the spread in the last 9 games when playing on the road against Drake. 1-4 straight up in the last 5 games this season. 3-8 against the spread in the last 11 games versus a Missouri Valley Conference opponent. Drake Good numbers. 13-1, like I said, against the spread in the last 14 games. 10-0 straight up in the last 10. The total has gone over 4 out of the last 5 games when playing against Illinois State. 9-0 straight up in the last 9 games at home. 3-6 against the spread in the last 9 games when playing at home against Illinois State. 6-1 against the spread when playing a Missouri Valley opponent, and the total has gone over 5 out of the last 6 games when playing at home on a Monday. Illinois State Redbirds versus Drake Bulldogs. What you got?
Hey, I know what we said like 2 days ago about. Oh well, actually, it makes sense now, man. Well, what we said was we not jumping off the Drake bandwagon until they lose. They lost as far as the spread goes. And I'm taking Illinois State. I caught it at 19. I just think it's too many points. I don't think they beat Drake. I don't even know if the game is within 10 points. If it's anything how it was yesterday, clearly it'll be close. But I just think that long layoff hurt Drake. And Missouri State was a good team, so they kept it close. But still, man, they ain't played in 3 weeks. I think, did they go in overtime yesterday? Did they come back? They went in overtime yesterday.
I took them. I pounded them. When they went down by 2 points, Illinois State came down, scored first. Boom. It was plus money for Drake. Pounded them. 300 quid. Easy money. Yeah, that's an easy decision. So while your boy was taking, I don't know if you saw in the chat, your boy was saying take Illinois State money line.
Who said that? Who said that?
Graylow.
Yeah, nah. Money line?
In OT.
Oh, in OT? Nah.
I went the other way, though. I said no, sir. Give me Drake plus money. I should have unloaded everything. I should have loaded everything in my account.
Bet, dog. Especially plus 300. Oh my God. Easy, Drake. Like, I wouldn't bet Drake to lose ever.
Yeah.
Not right now. I'm betting Illinois State to cover the 19. I mean, that's just too much. Even though and they went to overtime yesterday. I mean, I'm hoping they don't have dead legs, but I mean, Drake should be just as dead. So I just think 19 is just too much. I don't think they stand a chance to win, but definitely they could cover 19. Illinois State, you got to feel confident after you took them to overtime yesterday, right?
Yeah, you would think they will want to come out. They will want to come out. So what? So it's at 19 right now.
Yeah, I caught it at 19.
All right. Well, we gonna definitely take that. So you like the 19?
I like the 19 today. I mean, unless you're telling me like they demoralized, like they had the lead, Drake came back, snatched it in OT, and now they just gave up. And if you telling me that's gonna happen, I would like to think it was just yesterday. Like, nigga, we got it. Like, that's the best team in the conference. Them niggas undefeated. Like, nigga, we can go beat these niggas. That's the thing coach got to play.
Right,
you know
right.
Like,
all right, well, there you go. Official play. Illinois State plus 19 for Marley. Depending on how my morning game goes, which starts tipped off right now. I'll probably take that 19. I saw the whole game yesterday, so definitely first half. I definitely will say first half. Whatever that line is right now, let's check that out. See what that first half
is. About 10.
Say what?
10.
Is that 10? Yeah,
no, I'm asking.
Let me see. Let me check on you wager real quick.
I really just was guessing 10. You wagered on. I bet they line and I have a first half line.
They got it at 11 right now.
11.
I would take that. I would take that 11. I don't know. Nah, I wouldn't.
I might be scared of that 11, man. Drake might come out hot.
Right.
But I just think 19, like, that's a lot, man. That's a lot of fucking points, man.
No, I hear you. I hear you. Trust me, I hear you. Trust me, I hear you, man. Well, let's get on to the last game, man, so we can go ahead and get to watching get to watching this G-Tech. We're going to talk about this Oklahoma primetime big dogs, the big dogs of the night. Oklahoma Fire, the hottest team in the country right now. Oklahoma traveling to Texas Tech. That line opened up. Let's see, that line opened up in favor of Texas Tech -5. The total is 136.5. It's now jumped up to -7.5. I'm pissed off. It's at 7.5 right now. Oklahoma, hottest team in the country, 11-4 against the spread. I mean, on the year, 10-4-1 against the spread. While Texas Tech, they're 12-5, 7-10 against the spread right now. For injuries, very big. Reese and Williams, they are out due to COVID. So this is going to be the second game for these guys missing. They missed the Alabama upset 2 days ago. So those guys are out. Benson, he is probable today. I don't see Mac McClung on the injury report, but keep in mind, he's not 100% either. So if he's playing, he's not 100%. And OU's coming off a victory. They're on a 5-game winning streak against TCU, Kansas State, Kansas 75-68, Texas 80-79, and Bama 66-61, which Bama is another one of probably the second hottest team in the country right now. They definitely are the hottest team in the SEC right now, and they went into there shorthanded and beat those guys. Texas Tech, they are 6-4 in the last 10 games. They went into LSU and beat a good LSU team, but they're kind of trending down right now. 76-71. It was a rough game based on the notifications I was getting from the chat about that game. It was very competitive. Texas Tech looked sloppy, but before then, they're coming off back-to-back losses against West Virginia, 88-87, and Baylor, 68-60. Get to some actual factuals. The hottest team in the country, boys I've been following for the last couple of years. OU, 6-0 against the spread in the last 6 games. The total's gone under 9 out of the last 12. They're 5-0 against the spread. They're 5-0 straight up in the last 5 games, but they're 1-5 straight up in the last 6 games against Texas Tech. 4-9 straight up in the last 13 games on the road. 0-5 straight up in the last 5 games when playing on the road against Texas Tech. 5-0 against the spread in the last 5 games this season. 5-0 against the spread in the last 5 games against Big 12 foes. And the total's gone under 5 out of the last 6 games. For Texas Tech, these actual factions, they're 3-9 against the spread in the last 12 games. The total's gone over 6 out of the last 8 games for Texas Tech. They're 10-4 straight up in the last 14 games. The total's gone under 5 out of the last 5 games against Oklahoma. 0-6 against the spread at home in the last 6 games, but 5-0 against the spread again, straight up in the last home games against Oklahoma. 3-7 against the spread in the last 10 games on the year. The over has gone over 5 out of the last 6 games when going against a Big 12 opponent, and they're 6-3 straight up in the last 9 games when played on a Monday. The Sooners taking on the Texas Tech Red Raiders. What you got, Marley?
I'm on the hottest team in the country, man. I caught it at a 7. Fuck, I just hate you said it's at 7.5, though. I'm sure I'll take that half a point. But I caught it at 7. Like you said, you just been one of the hottest teams in the country. Right now, they won their last 5 straight. You got some powder puffs in there, but you still got the Kansas, and you still got, I believe, it's another good team, Okie State, maybe. I'm not sure.
Oklahoma State, West Virginia. So a lot of guys playing some good ball right now.
Right.
Kansas is fraud.
I know you keep saying that Kansas is frauds. Hey, I took Tennessee. I don't know, it was over the weekend. I took Tennessee, though, just because every time I see Kansas now, I just think about you said Kansas is fraud. So I jumped on Tennessee. I was like, well, PJ right there. Tennessee finna get on their ass. And sure enough, Tennessee got on their ass. But back to OU.
Man, it's 7.5 right now.
I know, man. I missed it. I caught it at 7. I showed, hey, right before I jumped on, it was at 7. But like I said before I jumped on, if I hit that Georgia Tech game, I'm taking that and putting it on the money line. Just to get a little sprinkle a little bit on there, on that money line. Tech, man, I actually like Tech, but like you said, they banged up and they play close games. They really don't like blow people out. You know what I'm saying? The games are real tight. It's a defensive-minded team. So just with that and Oklahoma being so high, I'm on OU. I'm not jumping off that bandwagon just yet.
Okay. Yeah, man. With those injuries, I think that's definitely gonna be tough. But hey, man, when you hot, you hot. Texas Tech, although they got the victory, they played terrible in the last 3 games. I think they can keep it close. I caught this line, Oklahoma. I think I caught it at 6.5. Now it's at 7.5. Definitely jump on it. By the time it's tip off, it might go up to 8.5.
Might go to 8. Hell yeah.
Yeah, 8.5. So if that lines keep going up, just take that, man. Definitely, they're playing hot right now. But losing Reeves and Williams, that is going to be huge. But at least they had 1 game on the road, so they had that experience without those guys. So official play, I'm gonna do the line right now, plus 7.5. Texas.
7.5. Yes,
plus 7.5 for OU, and we both on that.
Yep. Right. Yep.
Any other games? Anything you want to talk about? Open mic session.
Man, I need to look at the NBA tonight. By the way, y'all check me out in a couple hours. We're gonna do another podcast on Brothas N Bets, NBA, me and Raw Words. But I haven't looked at anything yet, but I do. Who you looking at early for the Super Bowl though? Y'all check that out. We got a Super Bowl video coming soon as well.
Right now I'm liking the Chiefs.
Money line, 3.5.
3.5. I like this Buccaneers team, but I've seen them play damn near every single one of their games. And yeah, if they let up like how they let up against Green Bay in the NFC Championship, they're gonna be in serious doo-doo.
Yeah, green means yeah, we know Austin Reeves isn't playing for OU tonight. He didn't play against Bama neither, if I'm not mistaken, right?
No, he didn't.
Yeah. I mean, we kind of look at, or at least I'm kind of looking at that game as like, OU just hot right now, bro. I'm not bucking that trend. But you right, though. No, Austin Reeves is out for tonight. But I'm still taking it. I'm still taking the 7. Texas Tech don't blow nobody out. All their games are close.
What you think about hey man, there was another game I was looking at. Baylor. I don't know. I think for some reason that I saw that the game was off the board. But Baltimore County versus New Jersey Tech. I like if that game is still going on because I looked earlier on my ESPN app and it said it was postponed. But if that game's going down tonight, I definitely like MD Baltimore County. I've seen those guys play before. They took somebody down. I forgot who it was, but it was a top 25 team. They took them down to the wire in the opening season. But if that game's still going down, that's a little low key. That's a good low key bet.
But McClung,
is he going to be 100% tonight?
Nah, McClung is not 100%. But I do feel you like, man. I mean, I wrote that OU wave. I feel you on the 3 times you cashed. I like McClung. I like Tech. Look. I was born in Louisville. I like Tech. I just grew up in Houston, but I can't go with the Mac tonight here. They just never take off. I'm a little scared with Austin Reeves not playing, but shit, they just beat Alabama, who was another one of the hottest teams in the country at the time. So I feel like they can. I don't know if they'll go win, but I just like the points. Who you like in the Duke game? I stayed off that game. Who was Duke playing tonight?
Duke's playing Miami minus 11. Hey man, y'all be sure to like, subscribe, follow us. This is our new. If you're on YouTube, this is our new page. They deleted our old page where we had 2,000 subscribers, so we got to start over. Be sure to like. Just for you guys at the end, let me just tell you some facts real quick, T, before you go in. Last week, if you haven't been with us, I went 12-7-1. I ended Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday 9-2-1. Killed it on Sunday. Deposited 200, went up to two bands. T went 11-8, and Marley Bets went 11-8-1 last week. He started Monday off 5-2. He went on Wednesday and was 4-0. y'all be sure to subscribe. We kind of a little hot right now. That's why we got the jewelry on. We drinking Douce. We having a good time because we had a good ass week, and I had a phenomenal day yesterday. I don't know how you did, but to go from depositing 200 to cashing out 2,500 on live betting again. Shout out to Illinois women basketball. Shout out to UConn women basketball. I forgot how fun it was to live bet on women's basketball because the pandemic messed it up, but came up big on women's basketball yesterday, man. Straight up.
So, Duke, I hate Duke. Dog. I hate and I like Duke. It's a love-hate thing with me and Duke. But I haven't watched Miami a lot this year. And I don't trust Duke with 11 points this year because it's not the same Duke. But me not knowing a lot about Miami, I would be scared to take that. So that's why I kind of stayed off that game.
I say Miami, man, they are hit and miss. They haven't been playing consistent. They haven't been playing consistent ball. They started off the year pretty good. But I think Duke can cover that. I think Duke can cover that because Miami, if Duke comes out to play and the Miami team that's been inconsistent all week, Miami has won.
I've been fading Duke, dog, a lot. I mean, I've been really like
Miami
this.
Might step up. I don't know. But I know earlier this year, Miami was playing good ball. They trended down. Green Mean.
Wong is there, man. Yeah, Wong be balling.
I don't take teams that are trending down, especially. Yes. I don't. It's hard to take teams that are down.
And see, even though Duke beat Georgia Tech before that, like that's the only time Duke popped me. Like I said, I've been fading Duke a lot this season. The only time they popped me really is Georgia Tech a couple days ago. And I don't understand what the hell. That's why Georgia Tech scares me on the road. I need to go watch that game. What the hell going on? You got an update on that game?
No, I'm not. I'm scared to look. But we got to finish this stuff. But hey, we appreciate y'all coming. Green Means, we appreciate you coming in today, man. We here every day, man. Every weekday, especially. So,
NBA video coming up in a couple hours.
Yes, sir. So I'm gonna get out of here, man. We're over our limit, and I'm ready to watch this G Tech go to work, man. I'm the coach. This is my boy Marley Bets. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, man. We here trying to build our channel back up. Brothas N Bets, we out.
We out.